Well, it appears I can't really do anything right now. I have a small problem in my lap. So, if anybody knows how to get rid of this problem, let me know. Um, but since I'm kind of stuck here and stuff, I guess, um, you know, maybe we could play some games or something. I don't know. Does that sound like it makes sense to you? Um, I have a couple of things within reach that I could acquire uh, to move us along here. I don't know how effective I'm gonna be without being able to get up from this position. It kind of seems like a fool's errand. Errand? No, it does kind of seem like a fool's errand. So what is up, gangsters? What's up, pimps? What's up, pimpettes? It's your boy Red Shadow. What is up? I guess to give you a little sort of view into what's going on with me. This is what's going on with me. Damn. Anyway, it's hard to know what to do in this position because it's my I'm being killed. No, I'm someone's on me. So it's not like I can't move right now. I'm stuck. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to go on like this? How can I play a game? I mean, I guess I have a couple of things that are within reach, but most of them are not. So I don't know what to do exactly. Like, um, like what would you do in this position? That's my question. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of screwed up, huh? I got nothing. I like can't really, like, my back's against the wall, so to speak. Um, in this from this starting point. Um, why I can't tap my finger? Um, so I guess as look at that. So you see how the mechanics of the fingers work by moving them. The undulation happens within the forearm. Think about that. Um, yeah, I mean, I mean, I guess we have two options in this position. I could try to make something that isn't um, like the traditional format, like a special kind of video of some variety, or I could kill her on the top of her head, or I could kill myself. Nah. Um, I would never. I should say that just for um, like CIA purposes, like genuinely, I'm not I mean I'm not like perfect, but like I'm okay. Like, I don't have any like bad thoughts about well, I mean, I really don't have that many bad thoughts about myself, but like, I'm all right, like everything's cool. So if you ever find me like suicided by two gunshots to the back of the head, you know who did it. But the randomization thing is saying randomize. So being that as it may, let's see if I can reach the mouse from this position. Yeah, I can. Oh, well, that would solve a problem if she got up. That would solve a problem. Okay, look, she got up. So now it's not my fault. Now it has nothing to do with me, because she got up. How is that my fault that she got up? Well, I think she's thinking about coming back down again. She hasn't decided yet. So we can open the secret drawer, the not so secret drawer again, just to give us some room to put some stuff down. Oh, she actually kind of is now hiding-ish. She's kind of hiding. She's found this new hidey spot back here. It's sort of her hidey hole. From a certain point of view, it's sort of like a hidey hole almost. And that's where she hides now to be funny. This is her comedy. This is like her version of comedy. Like, I'm not really sure what the joke is, but there's some sort of humor that she finds about, like, being hidden, but then, like, I can see her still. So, yeah, we're gaming. So someone said randomize, so I'm now obligated to do it. We have our list here. We have our list, where is it? It's right here. So this is our list of our games. For those of you following along at home, it's Super Mario Galaxy, Batman Arkham City, Punch-Out for the Wii, Crash Team Racing Outlast, Pokemon Fire Red version, Pikmin 2, Perfect Dark, and Deltarune. And then I did throw in just another option for everything that isn't gaming. Okay, can you stop it? For everything that's not gaming, that's everyone saw it happen, Luce. Everybody saw it happen. Everyone saw what just happened, so yeah, I would leave after that one. That one's going in the books, folks. So we're all gonna look at this list of okay. We're gonna look at this list of this list right here, and we're all gonna just privately to ourselves, or you can write it in the chat. We're all gonna think about which one of these items is going to be randomly selected. Now you say, RC, like, what is your problem? What are you talking about? Like, bruh, I'm like, I know. But think about it this way. Your influence over this is greater than you think. Even if you're not willing to, go out on a limb and stake your claim and win big for nothing by, showing your loyalty to a specific game, or maybe you just get a feeling and selecting one of these that means something to you, you are creating that within the universe, because she does something bad and then she meows about it. Okay. So the point I was trying to make is you have control over this, even if you don't think you do, even if you're not trying to, because even if you've never seen me before and you don't know anything about me and you think I'm, strange, you get to now have influence over it. And we're going to hit the randomization button, and I'm going to just see what happens. Oh my goodness. Now that's cool. Now that's something I can get behind. Let's just load her up. I'm looking forward to this. I want to play Crash, so I'm so down. Let's get it started, folks. So switching over here to our little mini TV. Now, part of me wants to change things over so that you can see it on the CRT. But the plug for it is kind of not what I thought it was going to be. I have two of these plugs. So like the PlayStation 3, like its primary function is not using this kind of these kind of AV cables. I have two of them here. I thought at least one of them would be, would respond to the attach point on the back of the PlayStation, and yet neither do. So these are for a different PlayStation system. They're either for maybe a PlayStation 2 or a PlayStation. I doubt they're for a PlayStation, honestly, but they I suppose they could be. So that one doesn't fit, and this one doesn't fit. And we have quite a little bit before the content of Crash Team Racing is complete, but I did want to show that. So we're gonna pop the game disc in. It's right here. But let's turn on the system first, just to see what happens. You know, we're famously always holding our breath every time we turn this PlayStation 3 on. It is it's more than unresponsive. Unresponsive would be a charitable word to describe, but let's just hit the button and see if it just turns on, like with no other influence. Let's see what happens. If it just turns on, that would be incredible. Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't think so. I mean, when is this PlayStation from? It's from like 2009. Let's get the Batman Arkham City disc out before anything else, because as always, I don't want to have a disc in there when it's so prone to just turning off like that. You know what I mean? We got to clean this desk up. You know, if we want to summon a game happening, we gotta put in the effort, I think. So I unplug and plug the plug-in. Let's unplug it. We unplug and plug the plug-in. Let's just try it like easy mode. Just unplug and plug the plug-in. Right? No harm in starting out with the most obvious solution first, right? I would say that categorically did not work. Yeah. I would say that actually that goes beyond categorically not working. I'd say that just does not work. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the flipperoo method. This one is sort of a forbidden technique. I'm not supposed to do this, but I can. Is just turn it on its side. That sometimes just works. Just turning it on its side. It's sort of like, what would a good analogy for this be? It's like it is like having a child, in the sense that you know what the correct answer is, and they don't, because they have a small, underdeveloped child brain. And you can't just tell them, I know what the right thing is because I'm more intelligent and developed than you, because they don't respond to that. So instead, you have to sort of lie about the issue. You know what I mean? You have to kind of like create a story for them to feel good about, so that they think that they're in control. So that's why I do the flipping method, the unplugging and plugging method, just because I'm giving the PlayStation 3 the opportunity to feel like it's not being turned on, but rather it's turning itself on. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? Now, Deltarune came in at number 2. How do we feel about that? Batman Arkham City, number 3. Pokemon Fire Red version, number 4. We were right up there, guys. Outlast, yeah, number 5. Holding strong. Super Mario Galaxy, number 6. Kind of low for Super Mario Galaxy. Pikmin 2, we don't care. Pikmin Chads, do we? Do we care? We're just biding our time. We're waiting until the day ends to maximize efficiency. We don't need to show off or do anything fancy. Perfect Dark, almost dead last. And then Punch Out for Wii, which at this point I'm convinced will never be selected again. Someone should calculate the amount of times that it's not been chosen. It was randomly selected one time when you really do the math. It's at these moments where I start to go, wait, is it on the right input? Like there's no way, but yeah, no, that we've experienced this before. We know what's going on here. Let's do a flip method and a plug and unplug method at the same time. That's sort of the ultimate strategy. And then something else I do, just because sometimes I'm like, damn, that's a good idea. I take the plug and I just plug it into a different plug, like in like a completely different outlet and configuration. Because then it's like, maybe smartest boy ever award. I accept. Really excited to play this though, so I will go through the effort. This is not going to be it. See, you just lie to it. I just lie right to your face. I'll get that bandicoot. Oh, I'll get that bandicoot. So we're going to put the disc in. These are my 2 GFs right here. Each more stunning than the last. The one with the green hair is like... And the one with the Lalo hair is like... And if you take those 2 notes and you harmonize them... Well, I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'm not going to tell you what happens then, but let me just say, you'll be surprised. So, we're going to knock out like a good amount of this if we can. If we can. Start your engines. Let's go, baby. Naughty Dog. Creation. All the racers are in there. All the racers are in there. I don't like when it stands up on its hind legs like this, the PlayStation 3. I prefer when it's laying down. But nothing we can do about it now. The real toughness of this game is going to come from like time trial, arcade, battle, like what's all that stuff. But we'll go back to the adventure. We'll go to our woe file, 22% done. And we just finished the first world. We made huge strides here. We made huge strides. And now I believe we are complete on every single part of this. So we are going to head to the next area, which I'm so excited to give a shot. This requires two keys to get through. See? Is the blinking blue arrow the place that is the... It's sort of, I mean, not to put the cart before the horse here, the literal cart, But it is. Whoa, I did not expect it to be in this loaded in the same area. That's pretty good for PlayStation, no? Oh, that's pretty good for PlayStation, no? Let's see what we got here. So we got an interesting. So look, we got 10 onks and gems. Yellow. Purple. What the fuck is this? I need to be able to see this. Was it Turbo Track? What the hell? It's Turbo Track. What's that? What is the implication of Turbo Track? Anyone have any ideas? Well, I don't know what that fucking shit is. So that's the winner's circle. They're all... Wait, that's a... What's this? I can't believe it's all loaded in one area. That's crazy, huh? Is that crazy to anybody else? Wait, what? What? A whole ass new area? Or what is this? Where are we now? The Lost Ruins? Where were we before? So we can just go to another area? Holy. And look, it has a new thing. Oh, this game's radical, man. What should we do? Where to even begin? This is like a feast that just got dropped on my lap. Holy crap, there's so much game here, man. There's so much game. I don't even know what to do. So we need 2 keys to get through here. So we can't go that way. But what is this? Or is it... What is this? What's up? 1. Oops. 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 Sorry, Aku Aku. So yeah, that we can't do this yet. So never mind. So there's just a bunch of stuff here that we can't do. So that's not even really an area yet, kind of. And that's the screen over there. Okay, so this is the ending right here. So we do the Lost We do the Lost Ruins next. What are those gems? That I do not know. So we come back here at the end, I guess. This is the last point that we go to. Okay, it's cool with me. Okay, so my life changed once we were told about that. So it looks like we have 2 options here, really, because everything else is grayed out. So we have this one, which we might as well just do. Coco Park. Oh boy. This is our sister's park. What do we think about that? I mean, what do we think about that? Hi, Coco Park. So here's the trophy race. This is just to get the first thing. So this is going to be easy, just to learn the track. Just to learn the track. Of course, Coco's dominating in the park that she made. I mean, how is that even fair? Of course she's Is that homing? Sometimes I think it's homing and then sometimes it's not. Whoa. Oh, that did not go the direction I thought it was going to. Oh, did you see that double? I kind of wasted it because Well, this is a really short track. Without a lot of jumps. Pretty flat. So what makes this Coco's Park? What was my sister thinking? For those of you with a sister, how does it feel to have a sister? Let me know. I want to know what you guys think of having a sister. You have Rappa? So Coco did kind of take advantage for a minute before I dropped a nitro quart on her head. I keep calling those carts. They're not carts. They're crates. It's very different from cart. Somehow no one's hit any of my spooky potion traps. Whoa. I haven't explained very much about this game, have I? Which is kind of interesting when it's a cart-based game. Like, that's kind of different for us, isn't it? We don't really have... Because it's, you know, very much literally on rails. Because we can only go the direction of the thing. It's not like... A lot of the games we've played are... essentially... for lack of a better term, open world. Like, we can go in the world and walk around. This is not like that at all. This is us on a very specific thing. Okay, watch us. Watch this. Look at this. That's my GF, bro. Coco's like, ugh, I'm just gonna be on my laptop. So relatable. Thank you, bro. I would say the worst part of the game so far is the fact that they bring you to the winner's circle when you're done with a track. Wait, what? 2 keys? What is going on with this game? They're like, oh, there's all this new stuff to look at. I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously? It's like, no. Wait, Papu's challenge. Pfft. I'm there, bro. What? Doesn't let me do it. They like showed me all this stuff that I don't have access to. Kind of not funny. Kind of mean. So there's only one other thing we can do, I think. It's this other blue dot, whatever this is. Tiger Temple. Now, is this going to be Tiny Tiger? The Tasmanian tiger or the real tiger? What do you think? But yeah, the mechanics are such that Tiger Temple? No, it's like a Chinese tiger thing. So it's tiger. And look at the shape of the track. It's a circle. You can see, I guess now that we're 5 episodes in, we can start discussing the game a little bit. So obviously this is like a party game, like on its surface, it's like a party game. But the reality of the situation is that it's actually, I know there's going to be a way that you can skip this, right? Like you can go to the other side. And insofar as it's a party game, it's really just about like, hand somebody a controller, say you want to race, you know, it's kind of forgiving the way that you can maneuver. You don't have to be like an expert to like get to the end of the course. We saw before we knew any of the real techniques of the, we saw before we knew any of the real techniques of the game, what it kind of looked like when we don't know the courses and we don't have any like advanced tech that we can employ, what that looks like. We saw it, you know, towards the beginning of the game when I really didn't have any skills. I'm completely unaware about my history with this game. Like, I have no idea if I was like an avid player of it when it was in its heyday and I was so good at it or something, but I know for a fact that I didn't get all the gems and all the things and all the stuff. So, you know, and I'm also playing suboptimally because one of the joys of these kart racers is all these characters. You've seen them driving by and being in all the levels where we're racing against somebody. And the functions of those hops are a little strange. Oh, Polar took our... oh, we got scorched. Oh no, Crash, you can't do that anymore. Crash, you can't do that anymore. I'm sorry for that stereotype that Crash just did. That was really not cool, man. So try to complete one sentence here. You know, and so on its face, it's just like, hee hee, party game, it's all your favorite Crash characters, and they're doing zippy lines on kooky courses. But then there's this, like, hidden layer of, like, this depth that the game has, where the actual objective is about, like, optimizing the course, getting to the end as quickly as you can. Look, we got the tiger on third and the polar bear on second. So, how is it fair that, like, Crash, just because he got experimented on by Dr. Cortex, gets to, like, talk, but Polar and what's the tiger's name? Raja? So we can go back to the, or what is this now? Wow! What is going on? It's like one after another, bro. Why are they restricting us like this? I want to go back and get all that stuff at Tiger's Temple and Coco's Park. Like, why is it restricting us? Oh, it's making me so angry. Because that's 7. That's 2 boss keys. And that's 2 boss keys. Interesting level design. I don't know if I agree with this. We should save. We honestly should save. Genuinely. You never know when this thing's going to turn off. This is not me stopping right now necessarily, although I might. But yeah, I've always found these kinds of games so interesting. The concept of, like, this on its face really simple, really, like, pick up and play party game that you, like, bust out going, hey guys, we're gonna all play Crash Team Racing, get your controllers, you know? But then having this like secret, hidden, underground, indie, geek chic, random side goal of getting everything, and you know, this game so far has done a really great job at, without beating you over the head with it, incentivizing the player to go collect all of it. All of it? Yeah, all of it. Okay. I think I could have gotten a better thing here. I like these tight turns. This is cool. Cool course. Oh, missed a pad. So those are piranha plants, obviously. Stealing. Crash was, as far as I understand, the origin of this guy, and it's kind of funny to be playing as kart racer before we've played any of his game. Not that his games are restricted to just the platformers, and that's his only identity, but come on. You think of Crash, you think of him jumping and spinning. This is him racing, which is not... Whoa! That got somebody. Ooh, I don't know. Who's behind me? Nobody. I'm in the clear. Oh, somehow they caught up. Oh, it's because I'm, like, way behind on my fruit, the coin analog. And yeah, I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. The concept of, like, a bunch of characters getting together and racing in their karts is obviously not restricted to just Mario. But just to just to give a little history or whatever, the whole point of Crash Bandicoot was, they said, and I think I've mentioned this on the other episodes of this before, but the whole point of it was to be like, okay, but what if you made Mario for us? That's what Sony said to this little company. It's called Naughty Dog, and they are, like, so prolific now, but they were nothing, and they gave them the keys to the castle. Basically, they said, make a platformer like Mario, and it's like, holy crap, you want us to make Mario? It's like, huh? I mean, imagine somebody comes to you, they go, make Mario. It's like, huh? Okay. They want it to be as big as Mario and have all the you know, the fun, lighthearted stuff, and then but also have that, like, Sony edge. There's an edge to this time period where Sony was, like, sort of trying to be too cool for school. You know, they were like, what? Why did it blow up at me on my own head? Watch this, watch this, watch this! Oh, that's not cool, man. It blew up on me on my own head. I have no idea what happened. Does anyone know what happened there? So, we're gonna do that again. Oops. Don't screw with me, man. I swear, I'm a crazy bandicoot, bro. I will spin. I will spin. I mean it. I will spin. Oh. What actually happened, though, for real? Did my TNT box hit a TNT box? I guess you gotta go up there. Ooh, we gotta go up there. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so tough to find all the little trinkets. 2. Hoi! Now, can you throw a bomb behind you to... Could they not find the original Crash Bandicoot voice actor? I'm curious. The fruit situation is not good on this level. I'm totally not catching these very obvious... Whoa, Wumpa grabs. Like, here's one that I need for sure. We want all the crate. Back. Dingo dial.
No, my head. Why is it so bulbous? I guess it's just the price.
I literally avoided the the rocket somehow. I think I made it clip into the, or not clip, intentionally. See, that's gonna be hard to avoid because it's such a narrow causeway. That's how you do it. Okay, and then we're gonna grab this and be done with this juice. Never mind. Crash is an all-rounder. He's kind of fast, kind of good at handling, kind of good at acceleration, kind of good at... shouldn't have done that. Whoa. If you want some crates, come up there. You got like a ruins set. Are you? And I'm still in first. And it's lap 3 out of 3. Okay. Anyway. Sort of the opposite of what happened with the TNT. It's a little strange to have these big, bombastic, energetic victory screens. Can someone buy me a Tiny the Tiger loincloth, please? So now we have 7. He's no longer giving us, he's no longer, how do we get Papu's challenge? That's Dingo Canyon. I mean, I'm right here, bro. If you, I want to do Papu's challenge. Meanie. He should let me. Dingo Canyon. So here's the next level. But yeah, I find this kind of game design overall to be fascinating. Just having Dingo Canyon, just having so there's obviously the Outback. This is just having like this sort of mix between casual and advanced play, which most games have that design philosophy. Most games, why did I just say design philosophy? Most games have a parity between the two ways you can do it, like expert and novice. She said, Bandicoot power! Oh! I would love to know how the rocket works. I don't think there's a, what do you call it? Air drifting or whatever, where you're staying right behind somebody and you're gaining a benefit by doing that somehow. He definitely went, "Eep." I swear he's saying "Eep" every once in a while. Ow! That's really just real and raw when she says that, huh? Ow! Eep. Or maybe that's... Wait, what? Wow! Wahoo! Whoa. I don't know what that blue thing is supposed to be. Yeah, this really changes everything having...
We should switch cars, man.
It's not what he said, but it kind of sounded like it. Oh. Now, do you think that should... Now, do you think that should have... Now, do you think that should have recoil? Like, if you throw your bomb, like, right next to your own head... Oh. Those are armadillos. Wait, why are there armadillos in the ant-bake? Like, am I crazy, or is Crash just sometimes making this small... Is Crash sometimes just making the... Okay. Ha 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 ha, so funny. Okay, whatever. Screw you. Very funny, ha ha ha. Yeah, clip it. Clip it if you want, clippers. Clip it if you want. So funny. Oh ho ho ho. Can't believe RC did that. He lost it right when he had it at the very end. Ha 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 ha. Clippers. You clippers are always clipping my clips. Making me feel small and insignificant. So funny. So funny to do that. So funny to do that. Yeah, really hilarious. He says, oh! Wow! Okay. So here we go. Skloip. Oh, I really needed that crate. And I wish I could talk more about, like, why the crate system in this game is so brilliant. I can briefly put it now, and then hopefully we're going to get to some actual Crash games on the show. Because I think a lot of them are really smart, the way that they handle themselves. And nitro, bro! You gotta get that nitro at the right part. The way that they handle themselves is oftentimes really intelligent, just in terms of their design. And I think a lot of that is kind of similar to, oh, give me a... A lot of that is similar to the reasons that this game is good as well, which shows you that it's I hate using terms like this, but we might call this a spin-off. This is not like Crash Bandicoot. This is Crash Bandicoot Team Racing. For some reason, it's a team race, but there's no teams. How many times am I going to say the same joke? No, but I mean, that is weird, isn't it, that it's called Crash Team Racing? Why is it called Crash Team Racing? There's no teams. Kind of wasted Aku Aku there, but at the same point... So we're not going to make the same mistake twice, right? Nah. Cruising. So you go through all the races normally against the AI or whatever, and you win. And they're doing something strange here. They're loading us up with these levels, and they're asking us to beat them sequentially with no real choice in the matter. Which is very different from how they handled level, World 1 or whatever you want to call it. Do you guys like when, I didn't understand what he said at all. I think he said something about how he's doesn't wipe because he's a tribesman. I think he said okay, so now it's us versus Papu Papu. Now notice his big belly. So what's the challenge? Oh my goodness. Oh. Literally. Oh. We needed that though. We did. So is his gimmick that he's just fast, or what's the joke? And what is up with... Oh. He's just tossing... He's tossing tinctures. It was kind of a bad angle. I feel so bad for the voice actors in these PlayStation games where it's like... They clearly cared and had like so much love to give the game, but then the way that they were the voice is compressed is just so is this not just the same thing that happened with Ripperoo? Kind of. I needed that. Ugh, dang. He's smoking us. He said, I think. Wasn't this, is this not kind of the same thing as Ripperoo, but just instead of throwing TNTs, he's throwing potions? You can't handle my potions. Oh. See, look, we got another Troy. Now, is he hitting his own potions? Oh. Oh, okay. Now, if you saw a big, green, delicious potion, wouldn't you drink it? It's a lot of potions, don't you think? This guy ain't tough. This guy ain't tough. We're gonna restart, though, because there's not really a point in continuing. But we're gonna beat him right now. Ooh. We need that first hit, I think. And we need this first crate. When does he start throwing potions? Potions, fella. Enough of these games. So this is the potion seller, huh? I've heard of this guy. I've heard he sells to only the strongest warriors. Only the strongest potions. Oh. Oh. Hit! Oh. I do not know what is actually happening with the sound. Like, I don't know. I actually don't know if he's saying hip. Is Crash saying hip? Does anyone know? Can you throw this forward? Nope. Like, did he say ah? I'll admit Papu Gasamu. I'll admit Papu Gasamu. I bet you can bust this level wide open, huh? Okay. Well, this is kind of useless because it's gonna just crash into his potions. Ooh! I wish this was lap 3 out of 3. So we gotta kind of, oh, never mind. Oh, I was gonna say we gotta kind of throw this behind us to maximize value. How about taste of your own medicine? Literally, it's a potion that's like medicine kind of, and then your own medicine because he's throwing them at us, and then what else? What else can I say about this situation? Now, do you think Papu's got a big belly because he eats too much or because he doesn't exercise enough? Write me in the comments. I'm gonna hold on to this missile. I don't love these. They're sort of unreliable. I don't know if that's their gimmick. You know, I'm just as blind as you guys. Like, I'm not looking anything up about, like, how to optimize the build of... Oh, that was almost the exact same mistake we made at the other one. But we still won that one. So, oh, beat him. So that's gonna wrap it up, I think, for this one. To be honest. I mean, we can't get no sweeter than that. Beating Papu's big giant belly. Ooh. So there's Papu's big giant belly. Is he gonna smack his belly or no? Or is he just staring at it, contemplating? Yeah, I know. Thank goodness. That was like Chekhov's belly.
Papu not himself today. Maybe Papu not eating a big breakfast. Your fast will be so small. Here is key to help. Oxide much bigger problem for you. You're not as big, but yet much more lumpy.
Lumpy? Did he say lumpy? Okay, so now we have 2 keys, so we could go to the ice. So now the world kind of opens up, right? Because we can do all of these that were previously like not available to us because we have 2 keys. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a very long episode next time, but I think we're gonna chill for now. Now that we beat Papu. And thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you.